Hello. Oh, we have superpowers now. So here we are in the new superhero map. I don't remember what the name of it is. If I can figure that out, I'll probably put it in there. But, as you can see, we've got these new blocks here. These are item superchargers. You put an item in, but I can't really do anything with it. It says I have to insert the superpower. Superpowers are these weird, almost floppy disk, not really, but like, sort of like info thing that it reads and puts onto your item. There's a lot of things ranging from double jump to shooting giant fireballs, double damage, double knockback, or just running faster. There's also several projectiles that can be shot. These are trails, so like, you know how the pet tennis ball has like a yellow trail when thrown? You can put that onto an item. You've got Starbird, what are these things called? Whatever this thing is, it shoots those. Shoots like the felt to cook food or muck. Flares, missiles, double special damage, which is like when someone's on fire, the axe does more damage. It multiplies that value. I'm just gonna show you the most basic one. Laser beam. Put it in there. Tells you what it is. Now with wings, it shoots it out of the bottom. And all you have to do is hit one of the face buttons on your controller, doesn't matter which one, and it will use the power. Now, the Yeeps developers, Trask, were nice enough to realize that it's kind of boring to have to rebuild your superpower weapon every time you lose it. That's why they made this cool box. You put an item in there, and it will make it one of your belly bubbles. Like a team bubble, so it's like above your main ones. So I have these two. This one, I'm calling it the Flame Axe. Shoots a giant fireball. And if I hit someone 3 times, it lights them on fire. And does a ton of damage. This one is essentially just the ray gun. It shoots a giant beam that does a ton of damage when fully charged. That's most of the small bugs. These hogs are a bit more gruesome. They take a bit more damage, but it's pretty cool. I might put... Never mind. So the main superpowers that I use for this thing are like a fireball. Oh, I should probably go over that. This is the alarm system. Every time the giant airship goes to drop bugs on us, this thing goes off. I'm not sure if this is supposed to give you like the beams and that. Also, if I get hit by the fireballs, I go really high. It's just a thing. But yeah, that's pretty fun. As you can see, I get a ton of beams from killing these guys. Now, there is one room in here that's locked. I'll show you that. It's pretty interesting what's in that room. Up here. Little spot right here. As you may notice, got potions. Got a big potion and a small potion. There is a biggie blade out there, but the window's closed. There's a timer here. And there's the map. Got the blimp, the superhero fortress, the red building, I think the yellow building, the gray building, the bank, or the, no, not bank, jewelry store. I'll show you where that comes in. And then 2 destroyed buildings. So, the jewelry store. It's the only superpower that needs to be unlocked differently than all the others. It's the ray. Because it's not just a laser beam, but it's a super beam. So they're not just gonna let you have that easily. So you have to steal from the jewelry store, come over to this suspicious hole over here, find these criminals, and give them it, and they'll give you the super beam. And again, it's chargeable. And to know which superpowers are chargeable, you just look at the little button indicator, and if it's got a lightning bolt in it, you charge it. That's pretty much the gist of that. I'll show you what happens when that 5-minute timer ends, when it gets here. But for now, we're just gonna go look at all the superpowers that I haven't done. So, you've got Dash, right here. Double Jump, Laser Beam, Mega Fireball, Double Knockback, Double Damage, Fire Combo, and, Speed. Fire Combo is the thing where if I hit 3 people, they light on fire. There's an ice one somewhere on the map. These can be multiplied in creative mode to up to 10x. As you can see, bugs spawn every time. Got lightning, which just shoots lightning out of your blade. Down here, you've got the hungry hippos. These guys, if you feed the green one, he gives you healing, which I have on both my weapons because they cost a lot of con to use. This one makes you invisible if you feed the purple hippo. You can put these superpowers on almost any item. I think there's like 2 exceptions. This is where you get the key card for the room that's up there. That's all the superpowers that are in this building. On to the red building. This one isn't really a superpower. All this is if you look at my axe where there's fire particles around it, that's from this. The yellow building, I don't believe there is any superpowers. Oh wait, no, there's 2. The freezing effect, the ice combo, and actually it shoots an ice ball. Oh, I'm being attacked by bugs. Again, these things are pretty broken. No powers up here, there's just some gnome NPCs, a few broken windows. There's that spawner there, that comes in importantly. So then there's 2 powers here. Can't remember what these are. Harpoon shooter, and then this one shoots saw blades. I may notice this hole in the ground. This is because they added more items to the secret shop. You've got 2 wings, both. I'll try and get behind this guy. Show them better. Hey, my bad. You've got this cape. I'm not sure what it does. I'll explain what capes are in a moment here. And you've also got this green cape here, which actually looks pretty cool. So now, all superpowers on this side. Got the biggie blade over here, which you can use the potion for. There's no powers in the top of this building, but on this building, you've got this one right here, which, if you may notice, the particles on the gun, that's what it is. In the bank, there's just another effect. There isn't really many powers surrounding the map besides the main ones that are in there. This one just adds a sparkle effect to whatever you put it on. Pretty neat. That's all the powers that are in the map. There's plenty more on tech webs, which I will show you in a moment here. First, I'm just gonna go deal with these guys. Alrighty, on to the tech web. Alrighty, now we're here at the tech web. So first, obviously, you get the supercharger, which is the thing that puts superpowers on things. Oh, I think that 5-minute timer ended. Oh, I'll look at that in a moment. You've got the basic superpower. Does the tech web show up on? Okay, it does. Mobile app sometimes is funky. You've got the usage limit, which if you use the powers after some amount of time, you'll get rid of it. That's not in the map, unless I've seen it. Use superpower, which when you pull out an item, it'll disappear after a few seconds. Crafting cost, which changes how much it takes to take it out of your inventory. Usage cost, which determines how much it costs to use a power. I'm not gonna go over all of these, but these are like the most basic, like starter ones that you'll get. The special damage, which is again when someone's on fire. Damage superpower, which is just base damage. And the knockback, which determines knockback. You've got 2 new doors and a new gnome, as well as some new prop decorations, which I'm surprised these aren't on the prop tech web, but that's fine. These things are just kind of there to look cool. Some weird text you can make with them. Now for I'm not going to look at all the superpowers because there's too many to go over. But there's one main item, the lightning hammer. Well, 3 main items. The lightning hammer, which, partially like a boomerang, you throw it and it'll come back to you, and you can put superpowers on that, of course. The wings, which are not wings. Cape. The boost cape. It's sort of like the wings, but when you push your arms forward, it'll propel you rather than you flapping your arms. And then you got the smash glove, which, if you can't get the idea, it's Thor, Hulk, and I'm not sure who this is supposed to be, but I don't really care. They added a cape. Smash glove is essentially the shockwave mace, but it's actually the size of the shockwave changes based on how high up you are. I fell down. But that's the main parts of the tech web. Most of the other powers I looked over in the map are on here. Look for yourself. We're now gonna move on to the bundle. Alrighty. Just do that to do cuts. You've got the Super Yeep bundle. This gives you a shield reskin. I'm not sure if there's anything special about it, but if you don't know what the shield is, it just blocks most damages types and breaks if you take enough damage. Get a new hair, some new sleeves, and some chests. Got sort of what is a back cape, but you can't really see it. Like, it's just kind of small. Now, let's go pay attention to what that 5-minute timer was. The 5-minute timer goes up, that thing spawns. As well as several other things. Now I gotta go fight that. Goes down pretty easily just because of how much damage I do. But there's still some wasps in here, so we'll go deal with those. That's why I have the ray gun for, because the fireball are very efficient for wasps. This thing actually shoots through multiple entities once fully charged as well, which is very helpful. Especially if they get one shot by it. Damn, I'm choking on saliva. Because you see that, like, vaporize, like, half the plot there. And that's all the bugs. So yeah, that's what the timer does. It's like the main mechanic of this map is bugs spawn every so often when the timers activate. You got the gnome here. It was on Tech Web. This dialogue isn't showing up for me, but I heard it on my phone, so you're good. Um, there isn't really much more to look at in the map. For the food that you need to make for the hippos, you can make it here. Fruit is up here, and then the vegetables not in the front of the garden here. Really much else to look at. I think I'm just gonna go into a public lobby and just have some chaos. Alrighty, I'm in a public lobby now. I took some time to rebuild my superpowers. Got some fun. Okay, so timer got reset because someone reset the map and got rid of both my powers, so I don't even have the gun in this one. But that's an issue, is that if the map gets reset, your powers just get erased, which I feel like they should change that, honestly. Resets the timer, which is fine, just gotta wait longer. So I'll probably just cut or like skip to when that happens. But also an issue I've had is the mobile app a lot. I'm not sure why, whether it's my phone, whether it's something else. But it's just an issue I have when recording, and it can get really annoying. So yeah, gonna skip to when the timer is over.